Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is in your part of the world. Oh, this is going to be a very short live tonight. I haven't been getting much sleep, and I've got to be up about 4:30 in the morning. So I just want I had a comment on here earlier, but it timed out. So I'm just gonna give an update on the cats after I say hello to everyone. Hello, DJ. Hello, Emily. Hello, Anne. Hello, Teresa. Hello, Jem. Okay, as most of you know, I took Smokey to the ER Saturday night because she wasn't feeling good. Or she wasn't doing any better. Actually, she was a little worse. So I took her to a regular vet on Monday. And they knew she was pretty sick. So we went to South County Animal Hospital where they have some more specialized stuff there. It's one of the best vet clinics in this area. And they confirmed what the original vet thought, that she's got FIP. They sent out a test to confirm it 100%. That test still has not come back. Well, for a couple of days, she was stable, stayed about the same. And then last night, she went downhill drastically. And today, she had a really rough day today. Her chest cavity filled with fluid. Throughout the day, they drew 17 milliliters of fluid off from her, and it's the yellow color, which is consistent with FIP. So the vet did go ahead and order the FIP medicine, which she said would be about $400, and that's she had to send overnight, so it's supposed to be here tomorrow. And she's been on oxygen, so they didn't feel comfortable having her there tonight without anyone there all the time with her. So I had to go transport her to the ER so she could be monitored overnight. And then in the morning, I have to pick her up there and take her back to South County. So I haven't been getting much sleep because she's not the only sick cat I've been dealing with. So that's why I'm going to have to cut this short tonight. Hello, Chef. Hello, Steve. Hello, Joanne. It's FIP, and it's. Let me look it up and post something in chat here. That'd be the easiest. Hope this isn't too long to put in chat. Hello, Simon. Yes, that is what it is. Oh, yeah, but I copy and paste it here is too long. Okay, there we go. Oh, still too long. Okay, there. End up getting the whole thing in there. Get back a little bit, Dream, okay? Oh, I didn't see that, Anne. But I got in there for everyone else. Um, 4:30 tomorrow morning. What time I've got to get up to get back up to the ER to pick Smokey up. I got to be on the road by 5:30. Hello, Brandon. Brandon, why aren't you blue? Hi, you keep coming in under different names. That's why. I hope I'm not missing anyone. I'm trying to look through the comments here because when I was looking that up, I missed a lot. Hello, DJ Turneroo. Hello, Katie. Yes, they say that they've had very good results with the FIP medicines, Katie. Hello, the Moose. No, I'm not. I'll have to look that group up, Katie. You're welcome, Ann. Hello, Arlene. And thank you for the prayers, everyone. They're doing what they can do to try to keep her alive through the night. And then hopefully the medicine does come in tomorrow like it's supposed to. And she thinks she gets started on the medicine that she'll improve quickly. Said normally you see a drastic change in just a few days. It's been expensive. I can't remember. I took a nap when I got home this evening. I just woke up, so I didn't get time to get everything prepared. But I know one of the bills was $1,200, and then they had to take a deposit at the ER of, I think it was $770. They said I may get part of that back in the morning. It depends on how much medicine they have to give her overnight. And it was, I think it was around 600 when I took her Saturday night initially, 150 at a regular vet. Yeah, it's well over $2,000, probably around $2,500. And then last week I had some sick kitties. Sanford had some congestion. It wasn't upper respiratory. It was affecting his breathing. She wasn't exactly sure what it was. Could be allergies, could be asthma. Then, let me see. Then Sweetie had upper respiratory issues. Lily had an abscess, most likely from where he got bit when him and Felix got a little too rough. And then Felix and Tiger had blood work on Friday. They had surgery yesterday, so they're both neutered now. So at the moment, I don't have any cats that can father any kittens. This be the next one, but he's 7 weeks old today, so he's too young. Then I don't know, I'm thinking it was something else last week, but I can't think of what it was. And then last night, Rose was acting like she was in pain. So I took her to the ER, and it turns out she had starts with M. Mastitis, I think is what they said it was. It's an infection in the uterus that's very common in cats after they have kittens. So she's on an antibiotic. Well, she got a shot there for inflammation. And now she's on medicine for an antibiotic and pain medicine for the next week or so. But she's feeling a lot better now. You could tell she was really in pain last night. So we're looking at probably, in the last 8 days, about $3,500. And there'll still be more bills coming in with Smokey. Hello, Big Matt. Oh, that's good to know, Katie. Y'all have to research some more information on FIP, just so I'll know for the future. And also know more for Smokey, what I need to do with her. Because it's a 12-week course of medicine. So that's going to be fun, trying to get medicine in her twice a day for 12 weeks. There goes Arlene sharing links. She is good at that. I appreciate that, Arlene. Thank you, DJ Turneroo. Hello, Eunice. I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. I'm thinking liquid would be easier, but I'm not going to be picky. If whatever medicine they can get the quickest to get her started on it. Hello, Gary. Hello, Ace. Oh, yeah, they know me very well at the ER, Ace. As soon as she saw me at the door last night with Rose. Oh, you got Smokey there? Because Smokey had been there Saturday night. I know this is Rose. Smokey's at South County Hospital. And they were very good about getting her in this evening. They don't open until 6. But as soon as someone got there and I saw them going in, and it's one that I've dealt with before, I told her that Smokey wasn't doing good, and she'd already been talking to the vet that had been treating her at South County. So she knew Smokey was going to be coming. And she took her in about 15 minutes early. As soon as she got in there, got the lights turned on and everything unlocked, she came back out to get her, got her in there, got her in the oxygen chamber, got her on the warming pad, because she can't maintain her temperature either. They've been fighting all day trying to keep her on warming pads to warm her up and stuff. Okay, I'll look that up also, Katie. Oh, she's in very rough shape right now, Gary. But hopefully they can get her through the night. And I'm hoping it's early in the day. Because I think normally when you order something express shipping, they try to get those delivered in the morning. So hopefully the medicine's there and they get her started on that in the morning. Okay, Katie. Yeah, it might be a couple days before I can do much research. I'm hoping that she can make some improvement tomorrow and she can stay at South County. But if not, I'll have to go up tomorrow afternoon, pick her up, and take her back to the ER, and then Friday morning make the trip again. I'm gonna check my camera real quick here and see what's going on. It keeps activating for the yard. Oh, I see what it is. One of the cats is in the sink, and it's reflected in the window. And the camera is detecting motion. Yeah, I'm getting those cameras set up different. I'm gonna get them mounted to the outside of the house instead of looking through the window. The image will be clearer, and then I'll stop having reflection in the window, setting off the motion thing. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out, Katie. No, I talk about my security cameras, Gary. I was told a month or so ago that someone was having people stalk me. So I hurried up and got the cameras, which I'd planned on doing anyways. But I hurried up, got the cameras, and just got them up the quickest way I could. So I've got some idea of what's going on out there. And if I'm not home, I get alerts when there's movement out there and stuff. I just need to get the cameras moved outside so I get a clearer picture and stuff like that. Working okay the way it is now, but it could be better. The last fall, when they found out that Smokey was positive for coronavirus, she was telling me some of the things to look out for for FIP, because she said with one cat being positive for it, chances are every one of my cats is positive for it. And it was looking like the dry form of FIP, which takes a little bit longer to progress at first, based on the blood work and her symptoms and stuff. But then all of a sudden, overnight, she started filling up with the fluid, which is more consistent with the wet form, which progresses much quicker. I don't even know who he was supposed to have stalking me, and it's someone that is familiar with this area, but I didn't know that he really had connections around here, so I don't know. But I've got the security cameras up now, so I know what's going on. When they detect motion, they start recording. And I've got a two-way security system. So I'm all set. Yeah, I'm assuming the Razorbacks is your team, Jim? Yeah, I'm not really a sports fan. Yeah, Gary, I've heard some of the rumors you're starting about yourself. Yes, Anne. That's what I was told. Yep, that's what I figured, Jim. And if I was into sports, that would be the team that I'd be a fan of also. Hello, Wanda. Well, I'd only planned on being on here about a half hour tonight. Want to give an update on the kitties, especially on Smokey. I started a video yesterday, and while I was recording it, the vet's office called about Felix when he was in recovery from a surgery. His nose started running really bad. So they were asking about antibiotics. So he got an antibiotic shot yesterday. And then when I got off the phone with them, I didn't get back to getting the video finished. So now I've got a lot more stuff to put in the video about Smokey. So I'll work on that. But I've got to get some sleep tonight because I've had some very short nights. Haven't been getting the sleep made up during the day. And I know I got to make that trip in the morning and most likely in the afternoon, too. Not 100% sure about the afternoon trip yet, but there's a good chance I will. And that will mean I have to make the trip Friday morning also. And that's 114 miles round trip. It shouldn't be frozen, Wanda. Yep, I see there was some snow there, Emily. Well, only one problem with drinking a lot of coffee, Gary. Coffee goes right straight through me, where other drinks don't. It's just coffee that does it. So I gotta kind of be careful with the coffee because there is a few chances for a bathroom. There is a rest area partway up, and then there's a store or two, and then each one of the vet's offices, they do have a bathroom. But I gotta be careful about the coffee when I'm on the road like that. A lot of snow, Wanda. Yep, that's right, Jim. Snow here in Arkansas. Yeah, I don't know how you do it, Gary. Well, pinned to the top of chat is the community post I made today. A couple people have made donations towards that. If anyone would like to make a donation, I really could use it. Because in the last 8 days, I have spent several $1,000s. I think about 3,500 on my kitties. About 2,500. I could be off on these a little bit. I'm just figuring out approximately. About 2,500 just on Smokey, and that doesn't include her $400 medicines coming tomorrow, and the rest of her hospitalization. So, if anyone can donate anything, I would really appreciate it. And thank you to the ones that have donated. I really do appreciate that. Yep, especially when they all get sick at once, Emily. But Smokey, that's really costing some money. And I'll be getting a lot of that back eventually. But I have to pay everything up front. And then I get 90% of whatever's covered back because she's met her deductible. But that takes at least a month, maybe 2 months before I get it back. Because I have two claims in on Bandit from the beginning of January where I won't get any money back right now. It'll go towards your deductible, but they're still not settled. Thank you, Gary. I appreciate that. Yeah, that's a help, definitely. Thank you. No, I don't have Zelle, and I actually did look into Zelle, and it looks like my bank's not, what do I want to say? They're not set up for Zelle. Because when I searched banks that participated with Zelle, my bank did not come up. Thank you, Joanne. I appreciate that. I know anything that is donated through PayPal, if it goes through friends and family, I get 100% of that. And I believe Cash App is the same. I'm not quite as familiar with Cash App. And then Venmo, I know not a lot of people use Venmo. I'm not sure on Venmo, but that may be the same as PayPal because it's the same parent company. But if anyone sends anything through them, just make sure you send it friends and family, and then there's no fees. Oh yeah, I was sick of the snow here, Wanda. And we only had snow on the ground for 2 weeks. Okay, well, I better. Hello, Gandalf. Yeah, I'm sorry for cutting this short, but with the short nights that I've been having, I better get off here and try to get some sleep. I missed all the lives I normally watch on Wednesday. So by the time I got home, I went to bed shortly after that. I just woke up to do my live, and I'm going back to bed now. But thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. I know there's been several of you have donated, and I really appreciate that. And as soon as I can, I'll get a video out explaining more on what's going on with Smokey. Okay, thank you, Ann. I appreciate that. Okay, have a good night, everyone. I'll have another live Sunday at 5:30 Central, and hopefully I'll be able to get a video out on Smokey before that. But it probably won't be tomorrow. Okay, thank you, everyone. Good night.